guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay, touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On second down, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down, Locke. And he fires one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. Got him in. He finds Sanders. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall, Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed.
Ready? Mike 40. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Sit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke. He'll give this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Focus, defense, focus. Rerun.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Clock now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready? Blue 60. Mike. I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ready? Number 20.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy. Hey, Red.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Gary Jennings with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Clock now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the ball, Hey, Delta. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Locke looks to throw it again. The 20. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Stafford. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
5. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flush to his right. Yeah, he's got it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
30 base.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Get it.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Got some real estate inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check safety. Check safety. Watch tight end.
Greystone travel.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
Set, 180. Check, 53's mine. Set the tone, defense.
To throw again, Stafford. Leaping, and he makes the grab. 11 yards there, first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mike, 53.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. He sets to fire deep. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Lock now on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. An update now from out in Southern California. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards, the final tally. Stafford now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
A gain of 14.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Now Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrett Davis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Locke going to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Gary Jennings, 79 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Carson. And the Chargers have now taken a late lead over the Raiders. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Stafford. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 50, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A lot going to throw it here. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Ready? 10 logo. I don't even know why this team showed up. Ready?
On first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit